coming up on a 2nd and 6. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. To throw, it's Mahomes. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And the return will stop right around the 25. After the interception, here's Jackson. Steps away to his left. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 25 yards to the house. And the Ravens are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And, oh, that's one he's going to want back. A poor kick. It heads straight out of bounds.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Automatic first down.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 40. He'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Mahomes going to throw. And he rifles one incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And out across midfield down to the 45.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Rush coming, and he's taken. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Here's Mahomes to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of it.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Chuck Clark coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And all the way down to the 10-yard line. And a really unbelievable play there on 4th and long. They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. From the 3 now, here they come on 3rd and goal. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. And this is caught. Touchdown. Wait, hold a second here. Flag down. Let's see if this will stand. So that will wipe the 6 off the scoreboard.
And you talk about dampening a celebration. That's a touchdown pass that's going to be called back because of the penalty.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 11. Looking to throw. Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And some room to maneuver. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front. Completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Forced out to his left. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Buying time to his left.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a 1st down.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Well, how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards. Well, that, my friend, I guess is the definition of a head-scratcher. 4th and long, this stage of the game, What were they doing?
I just have to believe that he looked at the situation, still in the first half, decided if there's a time to be aggressive, now was it, because there's still time to make up for it if things don't go right. Of course, a lot of questions on this one, and look, I want to go for it as much as anyone.
But 4th and long?
Yeah, I don't think I would have there. That one seemed a little bit on the irrational side.
Fans might be a little angry at that one. The last drive, remember, a similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Mahomes now on first down. A quick slant to Hill. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Now a look at Smith. Not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line.
That's it, baby.
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run with Edwards-Helaire. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire able to take it in from 1 yard out. And the Chiefs have tied it, and they can take the lead with the extra point. Extra point by Butker is on target. And they take the lead here at 7-6. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. We've got a little more than a minute to go. I think the offense is saying, hey, all we need here, a field goal, and we can take the lead into intermission.
Well, I think that's what the goal should be. Give your kicker a chance to give you those 3 points. But in the meantime, if someone falls asleep on the defensive side, you might take advantage of that and get a big shot downfield, too.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jackson rolling to his left. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, for the few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. Steps away. 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big pickup there on the scramble.
Oh, Lamar Jackson just so electric, Charles, when he gets into open space, and we saw Exhibit A right there.
You know something? I'm standing up here in the booth next to you watching the play. He buckled my ankles on that one as well. It doesn't matter whether you're actually on the field trying to chase him or you're just watching him play. This guy is sheer excitement.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So it's first and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Jackson being chased out left. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes.
And nothing comes of this last-ditch attempt at points as time will run out on this first half.
So we've come upon halftime here in Arrowhead with the Chiefs on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our... We now proceed to the start of the second half.
The final adjustments taking place here for both of these squads. They're about ready for the second half in Kansas City. And for the coach, we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. This fielded right at the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, well, get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positive. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Anthony Hitchens able to drop him for a loss of a couple. After the sack on first down, Jackson. And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Jackson. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. And a really unbelievable play there on 4th and long.
But for all the deserved accolades Lamar Jackson gets for his running prowess, you know, his deep ball, it's really a thing to behold as well.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson.
He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Boy, a rough time for a turnover there. They give it away on their first possession of this second half.
And what makes it worse, Brandon, is that they've already given away the lead in this quarter on the touchdown drive a minute ago. Now they run the risk of really falling behind unless their defense can bail them out a little bit. They'll be cheering for them hard from the sidelines.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun.
And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. They go play fake. Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
On first down, Mahomes steps away to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
Tyus Bowser picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. And that is incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. They'll find him. Find him.
On third and long, it's Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. And boy, how many times have we seen this from Tyreek Hill, that ability to take the ball in and turn upfield. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is up to 8. That time a 6-play drive, and it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. James Prochet to return it. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Let's go. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Play action. Now Jackson, flush to his right. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
Well, that's a nice job right there. He's looking downfield, but with no one open, he takes off and tries to run for it. He gets to the sidelines and gets out of bounds with a first down.
And now Jackson will look to throw it out to his left. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. Jackson here is going to look to throw. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the
fourth. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done. Get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Here's Mecole Hardman. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. Mahomes now on first down, escaping the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at second down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long slant.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he's brought down. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Throwing now is Mahomes. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
As a former defender, I can feel their sigh of relief after that one because when he breaks out of the pocket and you face a mobile quarterback, he causes all kind of problems in your secondary. They were able to force that incompletion.
Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he will have a Chiefs first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down. On play action, it's Mahomes. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Edwards-Helaire into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look to grab a late lead. One more time with Edwards-Helaire. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Mahomes to throw it toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And I know they would have loved to have had a touchdown there to give them some cushion. But now, kick the field goal. Get the lead. Let your defense bring you home. Show some faith in those guys on the other side of the ball.
And no movement for the field goal unit to break this tie. They're going to go for this thing. 4th and goal. Here we go. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes rolling to his right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Demarcus Robinson there to make the grab. And the Chiefs answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. On the return, Devin Duvernay. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to do what we call flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
On the move to his left. And he's got this down to the 35. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Throwing, Jackson. To the goal line, but
it's incomplete.
When you run into slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Jackson toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Jackson to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. And now time for one final play that has to be obviously in the end zone.
Can't wait to see what they call, but you want to get it to your best player. Sometimes you have to do it by formation. Move everyone to one side, and maybe he gets a one-on-one isolated on the backside.
One last shot for Jackson. Rolling to his left. And he's in for the touchdown with the clock reading triple zeros. And the extra point, if they hit it, will send this thing to overtime.
Brandon, we've seen this many times before. They've got the momentum. They just scored. Go for two and end this thing now.
And now they're going to go for two and a possible win as this crowd rises to make things difficult. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. It's caught. What a call with no time remaining. And with that 2 points, they win the game. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
You don't want no problems with me.
Well, at least at the very end, there's something to take away. They lost the game, but got in the end zone, got a 2-point conversion as well. I don't know, though. In the end, you still lost the football game.
You still lost the game, but maybe they were just capitalizing on the flurry at the end, right? You scored the touchdown, keep the momentum going, go for two. Maybe they're working on something for down the road.